just proud of this team. A great bunch of kids. I say anytime you make it this far, you got great character kids, and that's what we have here. Our seniors did an unbelievable job leading us. Brandon Johnson, as you can see, is a stud, really under-recruited, if you ask me. He can play a lot of places. And, these two guys are just juniors. Most of our guys, I think when we ended the game, we had two sophomores, two juniors on the court, and it's just a pleasure of these guys bringing back our pride to our program of what it takes to be at Garfield Heights and that winning tradition that we have for a while, since I've been there for, I think, 10 years. And it's just great to be here, to be honest. We want to win. I think that's what everybody wants to do, but to say you're made it to the Final Four and there's only 4 teams left in the Division I level, it's just a blessing.
Coach, when you look at the game, you guys took the advantage of their big guy, got 2 fouls in the first half, but how difficult were they to contend with when he was able to get back in the game? It seemed like he controlled it from that point on.
Well, I think he controlled the game. That's where we were switching off from man to zone a little bit more. I think what really happened was when Brandon got in foul trouble a little bit. Even the time when he went out where he had blood on his jersey, I think we missed him a lot there as well. So we had some things happen that hurt us a little bit, but definitely him getting in foul trouble did.
Did Brandon surpass all your expectations? Like, what did you foresee for him this season, and what has he become?
Brandon has become a star right in our eyes. If I would just be honest, because he's a SpongeBob kid. When I say that, it's like, he's just throwing peanuts or candy, or he's like a little 4-year-old. You got to tell to calm down every day. But I don't know, when he step on that court, it's like, he's very serious. So before I used to try to stay on him a lot, like, stop it, you're too immature, but I just backed off and let him be who he is, and because I know on game days he was gonna perform, and that's what he did. He became a star right before our eyes, and it really counts in the playoffs, and he stepped his game up.
You knew where you were going to get from Willie and Frankie, and especially the way Brandon Johnson is playing. You knew where you were going to get from those 2 guys. How difficult was it, that the rest of the team combined for 4 points when probably one other guy that hits a couple buckets maybe changes the game for you?
Oh, no question. That's, and our sophomores are pretty young. Sean Christian and Marion Jackson got great looks today. And as you can see, we had, I think, 4 great looks at the 3-point line at the end of the game, So, if they hit those shots, it's a whole different ball game. But they didn't hit them. Hopefully they can hit them next year.
Willie, how much does this experience drive you already towards next season?
It's big. Like he said, get rest. I'm not resting. Resting days is over with. I'm in the gym next Monday. The resting days is over with. I'm coming back regardless. I don't care who they put on the schedule, who in front of me, I'm coming back.
Frankie, same question to you.
Well, basically like the same thing Willie said. The resting days, you can't take no days off. Of course, this hurt us. This hurt me a lot. Just knowing how close we was just to winning states. So next year is a must that we must come down here and just get the job done.
When you look at this team, Coach, maybe I guess it's not exactly what you say. You got here maybe a year early, but with a team full of juniors and sophomores led by a couple of seniors, in particular Brandon Johnson. Did this group, the way they played, especially the last few weeks, reach that potential that you thought they had a few months ago?
Well, when Brandon Johnson started playing the way he is capable of playing, we always listen. I've always thought we had a shot to get downstate because of the kids, and they were unselfish, And these 2 guys are we considered stars as far as high school basketball, top 100 recruits or top 150 recruits in the country, got college offers, and when they don't care about scoring and they don't mind sacrificing for their team, then you always have a great chance of getting downstate and winning. So I knew they were unselfish, and I think that rubbed off on our team. And, and they bind into the defense end of the floor. I ride him a lot. Like right now, I'm looking at the stats. I think he had 11 rebounds. That's something that we say he needs to do every day, all the time as a big guard. So I'm looking at this, and that's something we were riding about. These guys going to get better, So not surprised, but I'm telling you one thing, you got to be blessed to get down here. No injuries. Like I told them, like these guys are excited. They're thinking about next year, in there and getting back down here. And Willie's confident and Frankie's confident, but a lot of things got to go right. A lot of things got to go right to get to a special place like this. So this year, a lot of things went right, and we just was fortunate.
Coach, they had a 10-point lead. You had a 10-point lead. What do you think in the end of the game allowed them to really take control and end up on top of this game?
Well, I think we had some crucial turnovers. I think we didn't take care of the ball in certain situations. Maybe I should have called a timeout to slow us down, to calm us down a little bit when things were getting out of hand. So, I'm not going to take it on the kids. I can take a little responsibility for that because I could have managed it a little better probably when they were making a run, to slow our guys down because, the game was a game of runs. So I got to make sure we manage that. But, we turned it over a few times that cost us or took a few ill-advised shots that we didn't need to take.
Coach, how much will winning at Cleveland State coming down here help you guys for next season?
That's everything because they don't, like I told them in the locker room, they don't know anything else now. They don't know nothing but going and playing in front of 5,000, 6,000 at Cleveland State. Now coming down here playing in front of 10 or 12,000. They don't know anything else. So that's a blessing to have. You know what I'm saying? Where the lights if we're fortunate to get back here next year, there's gonna be anything to them. It wasn't. I was happy to get here, but being here before, I was a little more calmer. So it's a special place to be. But the team we play have. They got everybody coming back too. So, I mean, that's something you got to think about too. You got to be blessed. You got to be lucky. You got to be blessed. The ball has to fall your way, and good things can happen.